Hey there, YouTube. Today we are going through a little bit more of Thavnir. I've already loved the comedy, and there's even more this episode. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and join the Patreon down below. More about that at the end of the video.
Where did they go? Why are you here?
You want to buy some fish, perchance? I see you found him in time.
You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came.
Just so I know, do you prefer people not to kill your quest mobs? Oh no, I don't care. The quest mobs are like, basically all it is a timer. It's not like they're hard. Like if they were difficult and I like took some doing, that would suck. Because I'd be like, oh, but I wanted to have that experience. But they're just like HP bags. They don't have any like cool things I need to avoid or anything like that. Drop the Bahamut bombs. That sounds like a wrestling move. You know, if I ever become a pro wrestler in the WWE, I'll have a Bahamut bomb special. Just so you know, do you prefer? Oh, I read that one. Kidnappers. The head of the Arca Sodaro are being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best you took refuge in the city.
We've considered it, me and the others. But fishing is all we know. The ocean's all we have.
I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that the strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings?
Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities, in the old tongue it means. But they're not true divinities, they're monstrous imitations that only bring death.
To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose than to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with the false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wouldst thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? Hello, Final Fantasy IV names? Oh, are there divinities based on Final Fantasy IV, Ryu? Oh, is that? I was asking in chat the other day what games I should play. Everyone was saying for reasons, smiley face. I'm assuming it's because of this.
You come all this way to save us? Really? I think I had you peddling fish.
Zot's a dungeon. Yes.
But to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please, come to our village. We're good, God-fearing folk, all of us, and we'll be honored to share our knowledge. And fish.
What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akiali? Don't smile at me, Catalyst.
Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it.
Fish. I only wish to catch a fish so juicy sweet. I like 'em raw and wriggling. So, 'tis the simulacra of the God damn it. Thavanarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we'll be able to save them. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Though indeed saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. I, as you said, will do well to study their religious traditions. So, to Akyali. Just don't boil, mash them, and stick them in the stew? Hell yeah, Tigress. Hell yeah. Fellow Lord of the Rings enjoyer. Potatoes. Poor Lalafell. I don't want to boil, mash him, and stick him into a stew.
Welcome to Achiali, my friend. The name means white beach. There isn't much to hear save that. Please, make yourself at home. Your companions have begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you can do worse than just start with Kanga.
Kanga?
Or old Hasveyada. These names, chat. They're free at the moment as it happens.
525,600 gil. Cube. You wish to know about our gods. What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Mansuya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities. Their forms and personalities many and varied. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of Greek god-esque. Hail, Ozma! Oh, now it's Orb! Orb. BRB? Definitely Roxy, no problem. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings we strive to be better people and live better lives. Interesting learn of our gods, you say? That's what I'd like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Mansuya and Murga, deities who look like man and beast respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Mansuya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Mansuya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade head. Are they being literal, like trading their actual heads? Because that's kind of horrifying.
Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts three of our most revered deities.
By all means, we should like to see it. Oh. Oh wow, I love this art style.
They're the Mansuya. You heard about them already, yes? Three sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sindaruva, a goddess of wisdom, for this alchemist hold her in highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva, a goddess of wealth. She counts many traders among her followers. On the left is please, game! Minduruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and is so beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune.
The little one's like, I got a knife. The little one's that video. What do you have? A knife! No! Actually, Sven, on that note of finishing in school, when Birth by Sleep came out, I didn't own a PSP. So I had to borrow my friend's, but I couldn't take it home with me. So, like, we would get to school and there'd be about 20 minutes where you could just hang out. So every morning for 20 minutes, I played I played Birth by Sleep on her PSP. It was great. In like fashion to the Mansuya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. What of the Murga, if I may ask?
The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict.
You go to sleep now if I'm with the Fields Walker? Thank you! Thank you, Tamagotchi. I'm sorry if you talked before I didn't see you in chat. I'm glad that you were here, and I hope you have a good night.
If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find these images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaj's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the
Arkasodara every time.
And then...
Excuse me.
And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history.
You worship dragons too. It seems like... Dragons?
Dragon these nuts on your face. Haha, got him. It's said that an ancestor of the strap, That's the ruler of the Razad Han, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as a guardian deity of the
Is it Satrap?
Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid.
Dragon ally. Dragonally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower.
That's very kind of you to say. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I'll pray for your success.
Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. The alchemist by the name of Nirana. According to Kryle's notes, we'll find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast.
Did you say you're gonna see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful?
Damn, boy, I know you're thirsty, but Jesus!
Oh, I can stand her dainty ears
An adorable trunk all day. Dude, someone get him a towel. He's drooling over here.
and those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them.
Someone's smitten? He's a smitten kitten. The only one I'm smitten by is my beautiful wife. My beautiful, sweet, loving, adorable, sexy wife. Oh no, they're dead! Don't make moaning noises at me.
What happened here?
What's happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
They got scared to
Thinkest
death.
thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests.
Yes? Is this not troubling to
You
you?
must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
I know I've seen like a child Al Ra before, but it's still weird to see one. It's cute though, little baby.
I am Vashan, servant to
Vashan.
the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
My task, in fact, is to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. I like his voice. I like the little on the tongue.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Oh, I get to come back from Australia? Yay! I didn't want to be in Australia. Yeah, they got big old spiders down there. If we know one thing about Talael is that he hates bugs, even though bugs aren't spiders, and he hates water.
Scales? We have new scales?
What? What is this? What is this?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh,
happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
okay. I thought they were gonna, like, zombie around them and start crunching them. Is this drugs? Is this drugs? Drugs.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
How did you collect them?
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit.
Okay, this music is great. I love the
Soon we
plunky.
will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh. Okay, damn. That works.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
Took you a second. Yo, Grim, how you doing?
Of course. You're the one Cryo sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
He has the best voice for an English VOs, in my opinion. Really?
This is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so.
If someone was like, here's a bucket of dragon scales, I would also be like, where'd you get those?
But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Bro just instant transmissioned.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with
This scene reminds me of a Full Metal Alchemist, where he goes to the I can't remember what it's called. It's the Valley of the Automail Smiths, and they're all like poking and prodding, trying to see his automail.
I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
The little fingers. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. A
Oh
human
dear, your
test.
poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
In the background, roar and hog! Just jumps in the air. These are the kind of things that Hildebrand. I was gonna say, it reminded me of Hildebrand Fane.
No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Cryo. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
I will say, it's very impressive to me that the elephant's ears aren't clipping into the clothing. Yes, Booth, I've been told that they basically were using Hildebrand as like a little workshop to test things. It's really cool. It's like a really interesting way to test shop things, because usually that's like internal, right? You just do a bunch of development internally and you roll things out slowly. But the dev team was like, what if we create a whole quest line that's just like a fuck it, let's go wild, balls to the wall insanity. And it fantastic idea. Absolutely fantastic. Rise of Warrior Life didn't get the same treatment. Fair. Although they are pretty interested in dragons. Dragging these nuts in your face. Although I really want to get my wife, like, grossed out, I do the quote from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Either I do, return the slab, or I do, Uncle Fred, looks like you've been naughty. You've never watched SpongeBob, Roxy. SpongeBob references are like half of my humor. You heard her? Thanks for watching. I am just adoring this zone. The music, the people, their accents, it's all great. And it does help that well, Estinian just got stolen to be a test subject. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure, if you did, to like and subscribe, and check out the Patreon down below. We have weekly community nights, which tonight we're actually watching Iron Giant. And we have shots out at the end of the video. Speaking on, I'd like to thank my Patreon members, Roro Lai, John Best, Sven Folger, and Rosalia Streaming Network. And as always, have a lovely day.